Hello, everyone of the sign of Aquarius. I am here today to give you your message of the week. Thank you for your likes, subscribes, follow, shares, and comments. You guys have been a blessing to me and a blessing to this channel. I greatly appreciate all that loving support. If you're interested in a consultation with me, the only way to do so is through my website. I recommend you checking out the link of it in the part below. We're almost to the end of the week, so the sale is almost over. If you guys are interested, this is the time to do so. This message is for all those spiritual warriors, those ones that are actually doing the work to move forward, that don't give themselves limitations or holdbacks of what they must do to expand. So I started the reading and then I had to stop it. There's a lot going on, but let's go back. The first thing I pulled out for you is this card right here, which is literally the card of fertility and the wicker man. And what it's saying is not to get blinded to an energy that can possibly bring you some kind of benefit and expansion. Okay. Um, but still at the same time be mindful, because in that movie, The Wicker Man, he was tricked to believe that he was going to create a connection with his daughter, and then ended up being a sacrifice. Okay. The second thing I got is this rune right here, and this rune is the rune of Esau. Esau is it's a standstill. It's actually the energy of ice. It's the energy of hanged man. It's the energy of stop, pay attention, observe, which is interesting with that fertility because of the movie The Wicker Man. And so let's see more on this, because it's super interesting. And I feel like the thing about the movie The Wicker Man, he saw the signs but like ignored them. And yeah, I feel like that's really important to tell you. He saw the signs but he ignored them. We have the energy of the Queen of Cups. Literally listen to your intuition. And that flew out, shut the front door. We have Esau again. We have it with the hangman and the lovers together. And the interesting thing is that as it lays on the table, it has that look where she is, she is actively looking at where she's stuck in and what choices she needs to make, right? Um, and listening to her intuition. I feel like there's something here. I mean, honestly, as I'm looking at the cards, I don't think this thing that seems fertile is a good thing for you. I'm just saying. And then these two cards fell off the deck when I placed it down, so I will be using these two. See, then we have the Seven of Pentacles with the Four of Swords. Literally, it feels like I just heard don't sleep on this investment. But then I also feel like be cautious in what you're investing in, because the Seven of Swords, do you see how he's laying down, but his eyes are open and he has one hand grazing the sword, kind of like, I'm going to pretend like everything is gravy. But I'm not really sure if I should really invest in this. I have to see more in this, because I'm getting like this energy of something that sounds too good to be true, and then it actually is. That's what it feels like. See, we have the Magician, and when the Magician came out, I heard there's trickery afoot. And I don't know who talks like that, but I'm listening to that. And then we have the Two of Cups, again with the Lovers and the Two of Cups. This feels like a connection, like something. And see, Seven of Wands. I'm going to get more on the Seven of Wands, because it feels it feels too good to be true, and it freaking is. That's all I can tell you. That's like what it feels like. Like, oh, I'm going to pretend I'm just laying here and I'm investing in this and I'm ready to go in this and whatever. But there's a trick here, and I feel like if you sat a little bit longer in the energy before making a choice, you would see the trick. Isa is saying, take a pause, freeze. The Hangman is saying, take a pause, freeze, before making the choice with the Lover's card, before making the connection, before creating that bond. Hold on. Hopefully and see, now it's overheat. My camera's starting to overheat, which is interesting because I'm telling you all this stuff and all I can think of is like, don't let your passions take over you. Because here we have the King of Wands. Shut up. That's the passions. That's thinking with your lower regions. Empress. Because I do feel like you see a potential for some money or some expansion, or you see a potential for it, which I feel like you're letting it take over. Hold on. Let me pause this video because I think this camera is going to turn off. You know, as I was changing the camera battery, which is like a recharge, right? I feel like it's an easy out, right? So the energy feels like you've been struggling over something for a long period of time. You've been working through this a long period of time. And you're looking for an easy out, like a quick fix. This feels like a pyramid scheme, or somebody that promises you like a super magic ritual that is not going to cost you, that you're so going to get everything you want and it's not going to be a big deal. And it's not what they're selling. And that's what it feels like here. And you're listening to your passions because you just want out. You want everything to be perfect, everything to be great, and just like move on. But it's not, because there's a lesson behind this. I want to see the lesson. I heard take another deck. This one. No. 1 second. What's the lesson? Let me take this one. This huge pack right here. What's the lesson that I feel like you're learning here, Aquarius? Ten of Swords. Oh, wow. Two of Wands. I know what the lesson is. Eight of Swords. I know exactly what the lesson is. What I'm seeing and what they're telling me. The world changed. The rules changed. The way that you're able to obtain something changed. The energies changed. And this has been really, really, really hard on people, because you've always made your money a certain way. You've always manifested a certain way. You always used magic a certain way. There's always been, like, I feel an always here. Like, this is always the way things have been, on blah, blah, blah. And it's not flying no more. And so this thing sounds like the always you've always done. I'm hoping somebody understands what I'm talking about. So if you're really magically inclined, it's like the rituals you're used to get what you want. Or if it's somebody that's very 3D, this is the way that I used to make my money and it worked. That kind of energy. But it's not flying right now. And they're telling you, though this seems like the fertile way, the way that you're just going to quickly fix that problem, I would avoid it, because it's going to create this Wicker Man energy, which is literally, in the end of the movie, he ended up being sacrificed, right? For the fertility of another. Listen, I just got it. They burned him in the wicker, right? But the fertility that he thought was going to be for him, where he was going to have the woman he wants and the kid he wants and all that kind of stuff, ends up being him being a sacrifice for a fertility of another. Oh my God, that hit me hard. I was like, what? Now, what you don't see is that there is, what you're fighting with is a Queen of Swords. And what you're fighting with is a Queen of Swords, that means what you're fighting with is very smart. They know how to use their mind and they know how to use their words. And you're scared of things that will end up ugly, but you're also hopeful of things ending up how you want. But look at the outcome that comes out of here. Look at these two cards, the Five of Pentacles, losing everything, and Seven of Swords, and also being things being taken from you. So not will you only lose, but you will also, you will not only lose what you hope to gain, but you will lose more. This is why they're telling you to like, oh my God, stop and calm yourself and pause, because there's something here. It's something funny, man. Aquarius, that's all I'm gonna say. There's something funny and it feels weird, and I'm just like, I feel so cautious in this energy, like, oh my God, I feel like somebody is going to like really make a wrong choice. So be mindful about what you're thinking. If it's too good to be true, it is. If it's easy to come by, it's not. If it's something that, you know, like a quick fix, it's not gonna be. Okay. um the right way to do something takes time, takes patience, it hurts, it's uncomfortable, but it is the right way to do things. All right. I hope that helps you. And we'll see you the next time.